Hi guys, Bridget here. Happy Money Monday. Talk about the importance of compensation, specifically owner compensation as it relates to your business. So all the time this comes up, especially when we start having conversations with business owners and we ask them a really critical question that I invite you to ask yourself today. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do I feel about my business compensating me? 10 being like great, fully in alignment, compensated for the energy that I put in, and 1 being like completely underwhelmed, like not paying themselves. And then the second question, so the first one has to do with owner comp. The second one is, how is my business contributing to me from a joy standpoint? So not just money, but joy. So a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 would be really high and 1 would be really low. Because your business, you got into business for a reason. You want to be compensated, you want to build wealth and abundance and also joy, right? You want to enjoy what you're doing, the pieces of your business that light you up. And then of course, living the life outside of the working hours, to make sure that the life that you're building, the lifestyle that you're building, that the business supports that. So when I think about compensation, that is a big one that comes to mind, because joy is clearly defined by you. Compensation is a little bit easier, more tangible to be able to figure out. And so a lot of times what I find is business owners are not paying themselves. They're paying other people, other vendors, leaving a lot of money in the business. They're doing that first. And sometimes that can lead to a couple things. First of all, burnout. If you're not actually taking the time to understand your contributions to the business and then taking the compensation out, there's like a psychological disconnect, which can lead to turmoil and burnout, right? There's also a potential for resentment. So if you're constantly paying a vendor or a team member all this money and they're getting paid for their work and you're not getting paid for your work, that can result in resentment, which just throws the whole morale off, right? The mission just gets shook. So it's really important that you're a line item in your business, that you have some compensation, and it can come in a couple different ways. It's not just, a W-2 or however you pay yourself if you're a distribution. For me, I am an S Corp, which means that I pay myself a salary, a reasonable salary within the business based on, the net income the income that I generate. I also pay myself rent for this office. So that is a form of compensation that has also got to be reasonable. So the Betterment Project, my company, pays me, Bridget Boucher, for this office space. I also can take distributions, which are outside of payroll. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can compensate yourself in your business, but you've got to really be advised as to what that balance is, and your CPA should be able to help you really illustrate that picture so you can get the maximum benefit, not just for your compensation, but for your retirement planning, right? To reduce your actual tax liability. There's a lot of things that go into tax strategy and planning that your business will be set up to structure to help you. And so compensation is just one piece of it, but I wanted to focus on it today because it's coming up a lot in the conversations that I'm having with business owners when I ask them that question. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel your business is compensating you? 10 being really well, 1 being no idea, I actually don't even know. And 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel like your business is contributing to your joy? Because, it's not all about money, but damn, if it's money and joy, that's a hell of a life, right? So I'd love to be able to leave you with those questions to help get a better understanding of those items: compensation, abundance, joy. Are you a line item? Do you have visibility to that? Do you need some help, kind of looking through some of that? You're out there doing the thing. I feel you. I'm rooting for you. I'm doing the same thing. And I just think that we need to be really mindful of how we are compensating ourselves in the structure of our business. So think about that. Reach out if you've got questions. Happy Money Monday. See you next week.